Marvin, the great baker. I'm going to whip up some warm apple cakes so I can munch on while I watch football after Sunday school today.
Oh, Marvin, that sounds like really squishy. What football team are you watching today?
Duh! You ever heard of the Seahawks? Russell Wilson, baby!
Okay, well, I enjoy that game. We're not even really sure if the Seahawks are playing today. Okay, everybody, it's time for our Bible story. But before we hear this week's story, Marvin, how about you give us a quick recap of what we were learning last week?
Oh, it was exciting. Last week, we heard that the Israelites were angry with Moses because they didn't have water and they were really tired of living in the desert and not knowing when they could get food or water. God told Moses to hit a rock, and by gum, when he did, drinking water came rushing out of the rock.
That's right, Marvin. The Israelites had a lot of adjusting to do because they were now living in a desert. Change is really hard, and I imagine it was really hard for the Israelites to trust both God and Moses would take care of them. Today, we are going to hear about how God gave the Israelites the 10 best rules to live by. Marvin, why don't you get us started?
Okay, Julie. Well, Moses and the people continued to move around in the wilderness, in the desert. One day, they came to a tall mountain. They set up their tents at the bottom of the mountain. God had a message for Moses to give to the people.
I want the people to know that I am their God, God said to Moses. Come up to the top of the mountain, and I will give you special rules to help the people live together the way I want them to live. So Moses went up to the mountain while all the people waited back.
And then the people stood at the bottom of the mountain and they waited. Suddenly, the earth began to shake. A thick cloud of smoke came down over the mountain. Thunder clapped and lightning flashed. Woo-woo! A trumpet blew loudly. Woo-woo! God was on the mountain.
Moses climbed up into the cloud of smoke just to meet with God. God gave Moses 10 important rules to help the people live in loving ways. They were written on 2 stone slabs.
I'll bet you they were heavy. Well, the first 4 rules were about God. 1, there is only one God. 2, worship only God, not other things. 3, when you say God's name, say it with love and respect. And 4, remember to rest 1 day a week, like Sunday.
Ooh, the other 6 rules were about how to live with other people. Number 5, love your parents. Number 6, don't kill anybody. Respect all people. Number 7, always love the person you marry. Number 8, do not take what belongs to somebody else. Number 9, don't tell lies about anybody. Always tell the truth. And number 10, don't want something that someone else has. Be happy with the things you have.
Well, after he figured out those 10 rules, Moses came back down the mountain. He saw the people were afraid. Don't be afraid, Moses said to the people. The smoke and the thunder help us remember how powerful God is. I used to call these rules the 10 Commandments, Julie, but I like having these special rules from God. Boy, they make a lot of sense.
And the people listened as Moses told them God's rules.
Hey, puppets, why do you think that God gave them these rules?
I think it was so that they would live more fairly with other people. Because
Yeah,
I think all people are important.
I do too. God was pretty smart with those rules. They make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I wonder if them living in the desert, they were doing some fighting. It makes me wonder. Well, Marvin and Jenny, are there rules at home that you're supposed to follow?
Well, at home, we do talk about these 10 rules. And like I say, I kind of like them. They make me feel good and I know what to do. But I don't always do as well with the rules at home, like don't eat more than 5 worms for a snack, or make your bed in the morning and pick up your toys when you are done playing. I sometimes put it off a lot longer, like I don't do it. But I'm working at it.
And for me, I'm in puppet college now, but I'm living at home because of COVID. Sometimes it feels hard to live by my parents' rules, but then I take a really deep breath and I think about rule number 5, and that reminds me to love my parents, which means to respect my parents, and it all just works out fine because in the end, I really do love them a lot.
Mm. Good job, Jenny and Marvin. It is important to follow the rules. And God gave us these best 10 rules to live by so that we could respect and treat other people as God wants us to. Okay, puppets, thanks for telling the story today. You did a great job as always.
Really, it's riddle time. Okay, kids, I've got a good one today about school teachers. Ready? Okay. Why did the teacher jump into the pool? Anybody know? The teacher wanted to test the water. I've got a knock-knock joke for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
A little old lady.
A little old lady who?
Hey, Julie, you can yodel.
I sure can.